What's going on, Jeromes? That's right. It's that time of the week. It's time for the most accurate power rankings in the known universe. And if you disagree with any single one of the rankings, you are wrong. How does it feel? Let's start off, as always, down at number 33, the Packers. So, of course, the ranking is a little bit tongue-in-cheek, but starting to get pretty accurate. Like, how do you score 9 points against the Lions? Also, how does Rodgers throw 3 interceptions, 2 in the red zone, 1, he's trying to throw a David Bakhtiari? It's just ridiculous, man. It's things you hate to see. That 32, you got the Texans. So this game was tied at halftime, and then maybe not so much. But Houston, Pierce is fantastic as the rookie running back, but Davis Mills is not the answer. Brandon Cooks is upset. They didn't have any receivers. Nico Collins was hurt. The defense, Jerry Hughes against the world. It was really about it. Stingley's fine, but I don't know. I don't know what the hell's going on in Houston. I think Casero should probably be fired, and Lovey's going to be one and done again. It's just a mess. Restart. Just restart in Houston. 31. Got the Panthers down 3 spots. Just boat raced. Like, a no call, no show against the Bengals, and then they gave up 5 rushing touchdowns. The Panthers defense is supposed to be legit, and it's not like they traded Brian Burns and Derek Brown and J.C. Horn. So I don't know. I don't know what the hell's going on. It got so bad that they played Baker. 30. You got the Colts. So the Colts have 2 L's. So they lost to the Patriots. Got absolutely smacked. Sam Ehlinger was sacked like 92,000 times. And now they fired Frank Reich, which Frank Reich's a good coach. I think he'll get a job again very soon. But they hired Jeff Saturday, who has zero goose egg D'Angelo Russell head coaching experience aside from coaching a losing high school team back in 2020. And also they announced that their new offensive play caller is some guy who's never called plays before. He's only been coaching the NFL since 2018. But other than that, they're really good. Tell me you're tanking without telling me you're tanking. There you go. 29. Got the Raiders, where the Raiders have blown 3 17-point leads this season. So fresh off of getting embarrassed the week before, they actually fed Devontae Adams, but then they got away from him. Jacksonville came storming back. It just, I don't know, like McDaniels feels like he's a really good assistant, but not so much a head coach. And from his time with Denver and his time with the Raiders, I don't know, man. I don't know. 28. You got the Cardinals down 5 spots, where the levee's going to break. Whether it's Cliff Kingsbury, he's already lost the locker room. Maybe he never had the locker room. Kyler's arguing with Nuke on the sidelines. He was yelling at Cliff Kingsbury a couple weeks ago. So their Hard Knocks in season debuts this week. It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting just watching this slow motion train wreck, man. But yeah, Arizona's done and dead and go home. 27. So the Bears move up 3 spots. Justin Fields, man. Come on, throwing for 3 touchdowns, rushing for 1, $178 on the ground. The Super Bowl era single game quarterback rushing record. There you go, nailed it. But Fields has looked good over the last 3 weeks, but also they're still 3-6. I like how the media is trying to fluff up the Bears. Like, oh, Justin Fields is playing really good right now. The Bears are on pace to set the team rushing record in NFL history, but you're still 3-6. 26. You got the Broncos down 1 spot. Hey, they didn't lose to the bye. And I do not buy at all that the Broncos are back. I think the bottom's going to fall out. I think Russ is still not Russ anymore. So that sort of fluke win over in London against the Jaguars where Doug Peterson gave it away. No. And also Nathaniel Hackett, I think, is going to be a one and done. 25 got the Steelers down 1 spot. So they got Flex Out Sunday Night Football coming up in 2 weeks. And I don't know. Like, they get TJ Watt back maybe this week, but I don't know. It's just really ugly in Steel City, which kind of sucks because great fan base, sustained success for a number of years, but it may be time for a full hard reset. There you go. Next up, number 24. Saints down 4 spots. Just absolutely embarrassing. Where they wouldn't have even had a touchdown except the Ravens basically let them score because they wanted to flirt with trying to hit the over. But I don't know. The Saints did absolutely nothing. And you're at home. You're at home against the Ravens in a primetime game, and just Andy Dalton's not getting it done. Hell, Taysom Hill, a quarterback, may actually give them a better chance right now. And he's basically just a fullback. Next up, 23. Got the Lions up 8 spots. Woo, get it done. Also, Brandon and Shane Zylstra, brothers, Newlander Spicer, both former Vikings. They were both active on game day against the Lions. Both played. Shane scored a touchdown. I mean, it's a fantastic story, man. Like 2 Minnesota kids done good. Also Lions, Dan Campbell, he wants to go put his feet up, have a beer. I don't know. Like I feel like of all the NFL coaches, I would want to hang out with Dan Campbell the most. Dan Campbell or Mike McDaniel. Kevin O'Connell seems cool, except I don't know, maybe a little bit boring. But give me Mike McDaniel and give me some Dan Campbell. There you go. Next up, 24. Got the Rams down one spot. Just whatever. Just giving the game away, letting Tom Brady, dead-ass Tom Brady, who he stopped all day, get after it. Aaron Donald got contained by a not-so-good Bucs offensive line. They can't throw the ball. They can't run the ball. They can't really stop anyone. So, I don't know. Like, it's over. It's finito in L.A. 21, Georgia. So, they beat Tennessee's ass. And it was rough, especially as someone who went ham on Tennessee +8. Just embarrassing. Georgia controlled the entire game. Stetson Bennett is legit, and Georgia's extremely talented. And plus, it's not like Tennessee is a bunch of slappies. Like, Tennessee is still really, really good, but not so much. 20. You got the Browns down one spot off the bye. Where is this going to be more than just Nick Chubb versus the world? Or are they just treading water until Deshaun gets back? Who really knows? 19. Got the Jaguars up 6 spots. So they're starting to get things done. Also, Travis Etienne greatly benefited from James Robinson being shipped to the Jets. Robinson's doing some good things as well. But the Jaguars, nice come from behind win. I love it for the fans of Duval. Good times. 18, you got the Commies staying at 18, where they gave the Vikings all they could handle, man. They built up that double-digit lead, 17-7. Vikings came roaring back, but they do have one of the best pass rushes in the National Football League, especially on the inside. Like Daron Payne, Jonathan Allen are two absolute studs. Montez Sweat is a dude. But offensively, they just couldn't get anything going. And as much as I like Heineke, I don't think he's the guy. I really don't think so. 17. Also, their offense was aided by the whole referee just bodying Cam Bynum on the clear interception as Heineke just threw it up in triple coverage. Garbage. 17. So you got the Falcons dropping 3 spots. Sort of let that one slip. I mean, they did have a shot to control their destiny in the NFC South. Cordero Patterson is back, which is great, but they just couldn't close things out. And I think without a productive passing game, which Arthur Smith is just really putting the clamps on the offensive passing game, it's just I don't know. I don't know how far they can go. Free Kyle Pitts, free Drake London. There you go. 16. Got the Bucs up 1 spot. Where how can you just play like ass the entire game and then Tom Brady gets the ball at the end and just wins? Every time, man. Every time. I still don't believe the Bucs, even though they're leading that division. 15, you got Tennessee Titans standing pat. Derrick Henry runs for 2 touchdowns again, but then they got away from him. Malik Willis literally threw 2 passes or something like that. And they had the Chiefs on the ropes in Arrowhead, but they just couldn't close the deal. Sort of is what it is, but you know, like they don't have any receivers. And I also like A.J. Brown just clowning them. It's funny, man. 14. Got the Jets. So, I mean, they could have rose higher. Actually, maybe they should rise higher. What are we going to do? All right, so we'll put the Jets up there. And actually, hold on. I'm a professional. Don't worry. All right, so we're going to put the Jets up there. So that'd be +6. Yeah, it really doesn't matter. We'll just knock everyone else down a peg. Sure, why not? All right, so you got the Patriots at 14, down 2 spots. I mean, they probably could have rose up a little bit higher, but also, you know, the Patriots starting to get things there. Imagine how one side of this game would have been if Mac Jones actually had a good game. But Ramondre Stevenson is a stud. Matt Judon had a trio of sacks. Sam Ehlinger just did not have a very good day in Gillette. 13, you got the Bengals up 2 spots. Bang. Just a bang thing. Joe Mixon going for a 5-piece and Joe Burrow distributing and Cincinnati getting after Carolina. It's a nice bounce-back win after their poor showing last Monday night. 20-12, you got the Giants on a bye where Saquon's carrying this team. Like, they're sort of like the Titans and Daniel Jones. I do not trust at all, but their offensive line is legit. Their pass rush is getting there. So, I mean, the Giants are still going to be a very tough team going forward. 11, you got the Chargers. So they're down 2 spots, even though they won Atlanta, which is hard to do. You know, West Coast to East Coast, it doesn't always work out. But Justin Herbert got it done on the road, and props to the Chargers. Jets, Jets, Jets. So beating the Buffalo Bills at home. And also, Josh Allen potentially got injured. I mean, just the way that his arm got torqued when the defender was going for that strip sack is just like, ugh. So that could impact Allen's ability or availability on Sunday against the Vikings. But, I mean, the Jets are for real. Our guy, Rob Saleh, calling all the things. It's fantastic, man. He's getting that defense is legit. They lost Sheldon Rankins with a dislocated elbow, which is a big loss for them. But next man up. They have a good team. They're talented. Sauce Gardner is a stud, and they're extremely deep as well. And they're able to overcome Zach Wilson at quarterback for now. Next up, number 9, you got the Dolphins up one spot where they shouldn't have been this close, except they literally could not stop Justin Fields. But Tua got things done. Tyreek Hill is still an absolute monster. Our guy, my name Jeff Wilson, going over. And I like that Wilson, since McDaniel used to be in San Francisco, and Wilson obviously was there as well, so he was able to come in day one and just rock this offense. I like it. Number 8, got the Seattle Seahawks. Geno getting it done, as well as Kenneth Walker III, looking like the offensive rookie of the year. DK, big-time catch in that end zone. Lockett as well. And Seattle's plucky, man. Seattle's looking really damn good. The beatdown, sort of a downtrodden Arizona team on the road. Big-time win, leading that division. Fantastic story. Next up, number 7, got the Cowboys down one spot on the bye. They're trying to woo OBJ. We'll see if that happens. 6, you got the Niners down one spot. So now you have another week where Christian McCaffrey is learning this offense, and it could be kind of dangerous, except, here's the quarterback. Jimmy and Garoppolo. 5, you got the Ravens up 2 spots. Yeah, that Roquan Smith trade, pretty good. I think the Ravens may be in the running for one of the best defenses in the league right now. Lamar Jackson got it done on the ground. Even though it's amazing they don't have receivers, and like they're entrusting a 35-year-old Deshaun Jackson. It's like, you pulled a hamstring? Because you haven't played and you're old? Nah, no way. Next up, number 4, got the Bills down 2 spots. I mean, if Josh Allen has to miss some time, which he did miss 4 games his rookie year with a UCL injury, and he's got that again, I mean, the Bills could take a tumble. It could be a spot where the Dolphins could carpe diem, seize the day. Also, they have the edge up, the leg up in the head-to-head. Same thing with the Jets. So, I mean, the Bills have had a lot of injuries, especially on that defense. I don't know, man. Next up, number 3, the Chiefs up 1 spot. Yes. So hold on. All right, so the Vikings are at 2. Now, when the Vikings have to come back after playing poorly and winning at the end 20-17, everyone is like, Kirk Cousins, feh. But when it's Patrick Mahomes, everyone's like, You had 9 possessions in a row during this game where Chiefs didn't score at home. But it's okay. You just beat a rookie quarterback by 3 in overtime. Took you that long, huh? Fantastic. But the Vikings up at 2. All they do is win 1-score games, 6 wins in a row, getting it done. And this team is talented on both sides of the ball. The defense is starting to become one of the best pass rushes in the game. They are opportunistic. They will take the ball away. The offensive line, the interior offensive line didn't have a good day, but Darisaw is one of the best left tackles in the game. Hawkinson is already becoming a big part of this offense. Jefferson is still wide receiver 1 in this league. Dalvin, the one-handed touchdown grab. Let's go. And Kirk Cousins playing phenomenal ball, even though he's not putting up monster stats. Lastly, number 1, yes, the Eagles. I could probably go 16-1 if I had the Eagles schedule, but is what it is. You only play who you're scheduled to play, and the Eagles are getting it done, and they're whooping some ass, and they're extremely dangerous right now. So respect where it is due. But that's it. Week 9 NFL Power Rankings, the most accurate power rankings in the known universe. And if you disagree with any one of these rankings, you are wrong. How does it feel? Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skol, production value.